Hello everyone and welcome to lecture number 13. In the previous lecture we have seen modules, arrays, then series and we have seen modules, arrays, series and parallel connection of solar cells, right? Now in today's lecture we will see some of the mismatch in cell and modules. We will see mismatch in cell and modules. We will see mismatch in cell and modules, right? Now, as the mismatch word is being used, there has to be some mismatch in the cells with respect to its parameters, right? With respect to its sum of parameters, right? Now, in an ideal condition, let us take two solar cells, right? Let us take two solar cells, cell 1 and cell 2, right? Now, if both are the identical cells, then then the value of ISC has to be the same. The value of VOC has to be the same for both the cells, right? This is what it has been expected, right? But in practice, these values of ISC will not be the same. This will not be same. Again, you will have VOC values will not be the same. Even you have selected the same identical cell from the same manufacturer. This is nothing but the mismatch in cell and modules. We have taken an example of two cells, while this mismatch can also happen in modules also. And in arrays also, right? So this kind of similar mismatch can happen in modules and arrays also. Now, even though selecting two identical solar cells, we are finding that practically there will be a small mismatch in its electrical parameters, right? Now there has to be some reasons. We will see what is the effect of mismatch. We will see the effect of mismatch later on, but first we'll see that what are the reasons that are responsible for this kind of mismatch generation. Which are the reasons which are creating this kind of mismatch, right? Now, these are some of the reasons for which mismatch in a cell or a module can be generated, right? The first one is the difference in the cell processing. Difference in cell processing means if the cell is been processed in a condition where the temperature of the system or the surrounding atmosphere may vary or may changes, then it will have an adverse effect in the cell parameters, in the cell electrical parameters. Cell electrical parameters. It will have an adverse effect on the cell electrical parameters, right? The second one is if you use cell or modules of the same rating but from different manufacturer. If you use cell or modules of same rating, if you selecting a cell or modules with same rating, but if they are from different manufacturer, then different manufacturer may have a slight variation in their manufacturing production process, right? So in that variation of that process, again they will have the cell electrical parameter variations, right? They will have variation in the electrical parameters of solar cells, right? Now, the third one is different outside conditions, partial shading of cells or modules. Now this is very important. Why? Because different outside condition means every cell or every module will have a different mounting places. All will be mounted differently, right? Someone will mount on the roof of the top, some consumer may mount on the roof of a manufacturing company, production house, or at different places. Now, at different places, you may have the surrounding atmosphere, surrounding building or surrounding tree or something else which will have a shading, right? This is partial shading. Right? Means if a building next to the solar cell, or if a building just near to the solar cell is having a shadow on the cell, then again that will give rise to the variation in the electrical parameters, right? In the electrical parameters. That is why the mounting of the solar cell modules and the place it has to be selected and the angle at which it has to be selected is very, very important, right? The next one is cell encapsulating. The next one is cell encapsulating material becoming semi-transparent. This cell encapsulating material is nothing but after the manufacturing process, after the production of a solar cell, it is being encapsulated. Encapsulating means we try to do the coating process, right? Transparent coating process of a material using a transparent conducting type of material, right? Now that encapsulating material is if it gets semi-transparent. Remember, I use the word transparent encapsulating material, right? Means it should not absorb or block any of the light falling on a material, falling on a solar cell. If it gets semi-transparent, from being transparent due to the damage caused by UV rays, then again it will have variation in the electrical parameters. Then again it will have the variation in the cell electrical parameters. Now this semi-transparency can be caused due to UV light. This can be caused due to UV light, or it can also cause due to the dust on the solar cell, or it can also cause due to the unwanted things lying on the solar cell. Example, waste paper or a leaf fallen from tree, such like that, then it will have a semi-transparency. So that is all about semi-transparent. The another thing is, the last one is breaking of the glass cover. Solar cell once manufactured, then it will be coated with an encapsulating material that will be transparent, and again it will be under the glass, right? To make the strengthened of the cell, to make the strengthened of the modules, to make stronger, right? To make stronger, it will be glass covered. Glass will be covered on that semiconductor, solar cell, right? So if that glass breaks down, if that glass cover broke down, due to any reason, by damage due to something, then again it will have the variation in electrical parameter. Variation in cell electrical parameters. Variation in the cell electrical parameters, right? So these are some of the reasons due to which the variation may occur, right? Now further, let us see that how mismatch is behaving. Mismatch will behave in series connection, right? Mismatch in series connection. Now let us take cell 1 and cell 2, right? As both has to be connected in series, so this terminal will be connected to this terminal, right? This is nothing but the series connection, right? This is nothing but the series connection of a cell. Now, for an ideal condition, ISC has to be 10 milliampere, both of the cell, and VOC has to be 0.6 volt, right? VOC has to be 0.6 volt, right? This is the ideal condition. This has to be the ideal condition, right? But as we know, practically that is not possible. Now let us take case 1. Let us take case 1 for ISC. For either, let us take case for VOC, right? For VOC, that if both are same, if 0.6 and 0.6 both the cells are having same voltage, then the output voltage will be, let us say this is 2, this is 1, this is 1, this is 2. Then V total will be VOC1 plus VOC2, right? V total will be VOC1 plus VOC2, right? That will be 1.2 volt. This is the ideal condition, right? So there it will not have any problem. But if in case this is equals to 0.5 volt, right? If it is 0.5 volt, right, then also it is not going to have 0.6 plus 0.5 is equals to 1.1 volt, right? It will have 1.1 volt. It will have 1.1 volt. So in either of the condition, it will just have the addition of VOC and VOC1 and VOC2. It will just have the addition of VOC1 and VOC2, right? This is for voltage. Now let us see that this is we have considered for the case of VOC, the difference in VOC, right? Now let us take another case. Let us take another case where we have the mismatch in the current of two cells. The mismatch in current of two cells, right? Let us have the mismatch in current of two cells, right? In ideal condition, if it is having 10 milliampere, then this is 1.2, this will be 10 milliampere. This is in the ideal condition. This is for ideal condition where ISC1 will be equals to ISC2. This is for the ideal condition, right? This is for the ideal condition. But if let us say if this is, let us say, 9 milliampere, if this is 9 milliampere, that is due to some mismatch, then it will have a major impact on the output current. It will have a major impact on the total output current. Now, if the cell 1 is having 10 milliampere, cell 2 is having 9 milliampere, then actually I total will be 9 milliampere. It will not give 10 milliampere of current. The current will be restricted. The current will be restricted, right? Now, let us see the IV diagram. This is 0.6 volt. This is 10 milliampere. This is for cell 1. And this is 9 milliampere. This is for cell 2. Now, in this mismatch, the total current of the combination of cell 1 and cell 2 will be total current for series connected cell 1 and 2 will be restricted to 9 milliampere. If the ideal condition was having 10 milliampere, then for ideal it will be 10 milliampere. For ideal it will be 10 milliampere. But if it is having this kind of mismatch in the current density, then the overall current of cell 1 and cell 2 in the series connection will be limited to 9 milliampere. It will be limited to 9 milliampere, right? Now, this is all about the mismatch in series connection due to current and voltage. Voltage is not going to affect anything, but current mismatch will have a small minor damage to the overall power of a modules, right? Further, now let us have a closer look on the current mismatch. Let us have a closer look on the current mismatch, right? So this is the IV. Let us have this is for cell 1, right? And let us take for cell 2, right? So we have a small difference of, this is 9 milliampere, this is 10 milliampere, right? We have a small difference between cell 1 and cell 2. Cell 1 and cell 2, small difference between cell 1 and cell 2, right? Now, as cell 2 is having lesser current, then cell 2 will try to compensate with cell 1. It will try to increase its current to match with the cell 1, right? Now, as we know, that this is the replica of the fourth quadrant. Actually, solar cell works in the fourth quadrant. Solar cell generates in fourth quadrant, right? But this is the replica of the fourth quadrant for our simplification, right? Now what happens? Cell 2 will try to raise the current in order to match with the current of cell 1. During that cell 2, right, cell 2 will rise its current in order to match with the current of cell 1. In this process, the star is nothing but the operating point of solar cells. In this process, the operating point of cell 2, shift in the second quadrant. Right? Now, this quadrant is of power generation. For solar cell, and this quadrant is of power dissipation. This quadrant is for power dissipation or dissipator, right? So, in order to match the current with cell 1, cell 2 will try to increase ISC2, but in that process the operating point shift towards second quadrant, and in that quadrant cell 2 will start dissipating. dissipating. So in this process of increasing and dissipation of current, the overall current limits itself. The module of the combination of two cells will try to have a limit on their cell in this process up to 9 milliampere. Up to 9 milliampere. So this is the reason behind getting only 9 milliampere, limited to the current of a cell which is lower among both of us. Right? This is the reason behind the limitation of current in the series connection of two cells. Why? This is the mismatch of current, right? So this is all about the mismatch in the series connection of a two solar cell in the current density, ISC, right? Okay, thank you.